Hello. Ah.
Hello.
Well. Holy shit, my hat. Welcome back to the Team Rocket podcast, everybody. My name is Jesse.
And I'm James.
We're blasting off to another episode. I think I'll forever be awkward on these intros. I don't know how to do intros.
I don't mind it.
I don't know. I think I'm just in my head too much. I'm just like, how do I start this again? And then I start asking too many questions. But speaking of questions, we're gonna play with ChatGPT again because the ChatGPT is great. So, you know what? Actually, let's warm the crowd up a little bit. We're gonna start off with the some pickup lines. So, I don't think they can see the pickup lines from here, but let's okay. We're gonna like go back and forth, saying the pickup lines to each other.
Okay.
And then we'll see like which one's the most cringiest based on like our reactions. I'll do like if I have time to do the clip, I'll like kind of zoom in on each other's faces when the pickup line's happening. It's gonna be great, yo. I'll start with the first one.
All right.
We're gonna walk in the park. So see James. Oh, excuse me.
Yo.
But I think you dropped something. My jaw.
Oh shit. I dropped your jaw.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. The Rizz, yo.
You like that?
I like that.
Good shit, yeah. Oh,
I got one for you, yo.
you see?
Are you a magician?
No.
Because every time I look at you, everyone else disappears.
Oh shit. I guess I'm a magician.
Mm-hmm. Nobody else is here, yo.
Abracadabra. Is that what they say? Abracadabra.
Abracadabra. Hocus pocus.
Hocus pocus. I don't know any other ones.
Me neither.
Yeah. I feel like it's just
Ayan!
Hadouken!
Hadouken.
I think that's like that, yeah. Yeah. Saying a little bit anime, yeah. I may not wear the anime shirts like Mr. Remicall over here, but you know, I am have some knowledge.
I mean, I guess Street Fighter is an anime. It's a video game, but
You said it so confidently. Can I skip this next one? It's so lame, yo.
You gotta try it, yo. Maybe you can Rizz me up, yo.
Okay, yo. Do you have a map? Because I just got lost in your eyes.
Wow.
I don't know if we're gonna make it to 10, yo. AI gave us 10, yo.
Do you have a Band-Aid? Because I just scraped my knee falling for you.
I don't have a Band-Aid. Sure, Neo. I scraped my knee over here, yo. So.
Oh shit! So you scraped your knee.
Maybe I should have done the Band-Aid one.
Oh, maybe.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. Why did I get the lame ones, yo? I must be a snowflake because I've fallen for you.
Damn.
I don't want to accidentally manifest more snow in Winnipeg. It literally snowed like yesterday.
Yesterday, literally.
It's we're like a week away from May. It's fucking a week away from May, yo.
That's unreal.
That's not right, yo. Hashtag climate change.
Is it hot in here, or is it just you?
It's just hot in here, yo.
It's just hot in here.
Oh, I like this one. Do you believe in love in first sight, or do I need to walk by again?
You might have to walk by again.
Oh, okay.
I like that one though.
Oh man. Oh.
Are you an angel? Because heaven's missing one.
You know about the angel that fell from heaven, right? Satan, the devil,
Lucifer?
Lucifer. I don't know if that's a compliment, you know.
Oh yeah, I guess
Hey,
not.
I think you're evil.
Yeah, I guess not.
Just joking, but thank you. Yeah, I tripped and I fell out
At the clouds,
I fell out of the cloud, yo. Here I am. Broke my wing, yo. Yeah, I think you can.
And then I guess that might work if they don't think too deep into it,
yeah.
or if they're. But
Yeah.
if they're like,
you can only use this pickup line on an atheist, so.
maybe. Like, I don't believe in that shit, dude.
Oh wait, yeah, wait. Actually, never mind. Not an atheist because they won't even know what an angel is. Well, they will know what
Maybe
an angel
they
is,
would.
but
I think they would.
they wouldn't associate themselves with believing. We're thinking too deep into this, so. Hashtag overthinking. It's great, yeah. If I were a cat, I'd spend all 9 lives with you.
Damn, you spent all 9?
Yeah.
That's kind of endearing.
Meow. Meow.
I'm not a photographer, but I can definitely picture us together.
Selfie.
I think that one's cute, I guess.
I think I like 10 too. Yeah, 10. 10 and 7. The do I need to walk by again? That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Comment below your favorite pickup lines. Something we should use on. Yeah. Something
Yeah.
pickup lines you think we should use.
I like hearing pickup lines. They're funny sometimes.
Witty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, most importantly, I like that the ChatGPT issued us some words of advice as well.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says, as an AI language model, I don't encourage or endorse the use of pickup lines, as they can come across insincere or even disrespectful. However, here's 10 examples of pickup lines that you may have heard. But remember, the most important thing is to approach someone with respect, kindness, and genuine interest in getting to know them, rather than just relying on cheesy pickup lines.
Shouts to ChatGPT for giving real advice on top of the advice we ask for.
Mm-hmm.
Good shit, yo.
Yeah.
Shout to ChatGPT. Please sponsor us.
I feel like I feel like some people think they have the Rizz, but they don't have the Rizz, yo. High key.
Not like
I'm like
not
for
like
me,
James Rizz Ramacal, yo. Yeah.
like
no
for,
one, no
for
one will
me,
have
like
that
I
much
chicken out
Rizz.
a lot of the time, so it's like I can't speak for the Rizz, but I'm just saying a lot of people like front thinking that they have the Rizz. I'm like, bro,
If you have
what
to
do you have to show for it?
you have to tell people you have the Rizz, you don't have
You
the
don't
Rizz,
have the
yo.
Rizz, bro.
The Rizz, like if you have the Rizz, yo, people will know. You don't have to tell them, yo. If you have to tell them, yo, that's just anti-Rizz right there. Yo.
Mm-hmm. Or like, what do you have to
Compens-
show for it, right?
Yeah, it's more of something you show than tell.
Mm-hmm. Like if you're someone who thinks you have the Rizz, and like, sure, I mean, intentions is like, oh, I'm just here to like fool around, just have fun. That's one thing. But then if you think you have the Rizz for getting into a serious relationship, then it's like, I don't know if I'd follow you necessarily if or take you seriously if you don't have serious Rizz to back it up, right? So I mean, what I'm more curious of what ChatGPT thinks is the best way to pick up someone, whether it's a girl, a guy, anyone that you're trying to pick up.
I accidentally searched up how to have the Rizz while you're having your Rizz conversation, and
What's that? I'm sorry, but
ChatGPT doesn't
I'm
know
not
what the
sure
Rizz
what you
is.
mean by the Rizz. Could you please provide for more information or context so I can better understand and assist you?
That's okay. That was just a random question I wanted to surprise you with while you're
right.
telling the audience about having the Rizz and applying it. But you're right. We're gonna apply. We're gonna ask this question of how are we gonna word that again?
How
to-
do you pick up girls?
That feels very like blunt.
Maybe like
How to?
how
Well, how did you word it earlier? Because it sounded very mature. I just like what I put in earlier was just like.
maybe we go even cheesier. How to win a person's heart?
Before we ask ChatGPT, how as of right now, how would you win someone's heart over?
I can't speak for that right now. I'm single, bro.
How would you?
How would I?
If
I
you
don't
were
know.
presented the opportunity, an open door, open window, see the light shining through the window, how would you engage
I mean, I
on
guess
this mission?
I mean, I guess it would depend where I'm at, like what the setting is. Like if it's just like you're running into someone just out in the wild,
Out in the wild, yeah.
whether you're like at a
Bushwhacking,
grocery
yeah,
store
sorry.
or like at a mall, or I don't know. You think someone's cute, like it's I feel like it changes like when someone's working.
Yeah,
Like if someone's like your waitress or whatever.
because they're kind of obligated to be
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
to you.
They're obligated to be nice to you. They want to get like whatever service fee, like tips or whatever, and like that's all good. Like a lot of people would mix that up with like, oh, she's
Oh, she
flirting
wants
with
my
me.
tip,
Yeah,
yeah.
she wants me. She wants my tip, yo, not just my tip.
But she really wants your tip.
Yeah, and like that's easy to get it mixed up. So like, I feel like in that setting, you'd have to like
But they want your tip though.
maybe they want your tip, yo. maybe you're in over your head. You think they don't want your tip, yo. They just want a tip. It's like I just feel like in that situation, like if someone's working, like if maybe try to become like semi-regular, not like consistent. That's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
But like kind of like build a rapport. Like every once in a while, stop in, see if you can say hi to her or whatever.
So basically,
Like
Paul Walker in the first Fast and Furious asking for a tuna no crust.
I guess so.
That's on white bread, yeah.
I guess so.
That's the one, yeah. Yeah, okay, I see you.
Yeah, like build a rapport, see if you can get to know her, like, and then whether you ask her in person or like you leave a note with your tip or whatever, with your receipt or something of like non-obligation, because like you don't want to put them on the spot of be like, oh hey, I like you, we want to go out sometime. Like that could work depending on how long you built a rapport for. But if you like leave a note, not everybody leaves a pen or something, or you write it on the back of the receipt or something after leaving a tip. Like, hey, I think you're cute. I'd love to get to know you. Leave your number, right? I don't know. But then out in the wild, I feel like it's interesting. Like if you're trying to talk to someone and they know that you're trying to pick them up, depending on if they feel you, like just if they think you're cute, like off rip, that'll change whether or not how far the conversation goes.
Yeah. I feel like the term like pick you up has such a bad annotation to it because like usually that's associated with like hookup.
Yeah.
But it's just like sometimes you just see someone and maybe it is just off of looks, maybe you see them doing something and you're just like I really like that.
Yeah, I like that aspect of you, right?
Yeah. So that I think that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely okay to to feel those things and to like kind of like make a decision off of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, one day actually, okay, I was listening to this other podcast. I forgot who was on Genius Brain, or when I was listening to it, but it was like a love coach or something, or a dating coach or something. But he has this specific line that he uses. It's just like, fucking. when he's coaching people, he like take whoever he was coaching to like a bar or like or something like a social setting, and he make him use this line. It's just like he's like, hey, go up to anyone, like whoever, like even someone you think you date, someone you like, even just like a guy or girl, depending like if you're a guy or girl or lesbian or straight or whatever or gay. It's just like you go up to them and like, hey, I really like your energy. You just leave it at that.
I've heard that.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, you got to use it next time you go to Leo's.
But then again, that's like they're working, right?
That's true. Oh, you know, I guess
if you're not going on a semi-consistent basis.
Well, they have a bar there too, right? So you could just, like, as we're leaving, you could be like, use the washroom. I'll wait, like, me and BJ and whoever will wait for it at the car. You'd be like, on the way back, you'd be like, hey, I really like your energy. Just want to let you know. Then you kind of like leave this mysterious thing. Then whoever's at the grab, you're like, wait, what do you mean? And then lo and behold, you just tell us to leave, and then we pick you up somewhere.
Unless
try that, please?
Unless I'm the driver, yeah.
I would love. Oh yeah. Well, I guess me and BJ and Giselle are walking home then. Yo, please. Can you please try? One day. Yeah.
Maybe.
Because I'm happy now. I'm content.
You're right.
So I love Taylor's energy, so I'm good. But I want to
hear that?
Shouts to you, Taylor.
You hear
Hashtag
that?
energy, yo. I'm gonna play the song "Energy" by Drake, yo. I forgot how it goes, so I'm not gonna try singing it based off of the last episode. Yo, fuck that shit, yo. Fuck no, yo.
From what you know, yo.
I don't remember the song, yo.
I saw this one girl on TikTok saying how like one way that she said that she would appreciate or that she's seen talking to people works, like if you ask them for like help with something, like say you're at the grocery store, like, hey, do you know recommendations for, do you know if this is ripe or not? You're holding a fruit or a vegetable, and like you get their help, or like, oh hey, can you pass me that or whatever. Yeah, like kind of asking for someone's help, and then they feel like, she was saying the person you're talking to might feel, depending on who they are, but it's worked for her or like her friends before, like you ask for someone's help and they automatically feel like, oh, they kind of need me in a little way. And then like afterwards they'll be like, oh, I never got your name or whatever, like what's your name, and then you just have like a normal conversation with them.
Your name, like, oh, your Instagram.
Yeah.
You free tonight? Let's go.
You free tonight?
Like, I want to get to know you more, but like probably not in the fucking like the baking aisle, but I'm down too for the baking aisle. See, this is what I don't flirt yet. I know how to fucking talk. I mean, the baking aisle, I'd be like, well, what kind of how do you bake a cake? Shit. And then I'd run away. This is why you gotta try all this. How do you
bake the cake,
How do you do a cake? Yeah, what's a cake? I'm allergic to cake.
Allergic to cake. As long as there's no dairy products, I'm good.
Shout out to Taylor. I don't know how the fuck. Yeah, fucking. I'm so weird. I can't flirt for my life, yo.
It's okay. I don't think I can either.
Nah, you can. James Rizz Ramacle. Say it in the comments. I'm gonna comment on this video.
I'm gonna comment. I'm gonna comment to you.
James Rizz Ramacle?
No.
We're gonna say it out in the. What are you gonna comment?
Secret, yo.
Oh. Shit. Well, we'll see you in 2 weeks then. Fucker. Yeah, no. Okay, yo, we gotta try all these. We gotta try all these prompts. I'll literally take you to Superstore. I want to watch.
You're gonna be watching from like around the corner on an island.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking at flour for my cake that I'm gonna make. Yeah, cake, flour, baking soda. Then I'll be like, you know how like people have the newspaper and they go like this, yo. I'll be like holding a bag of flour, yo. I'll be like, that, yeah. It'll be like just 3 of us in the aisle, yo. But I'm like kind of like in the other half of the aisle, like. James Rizz Ramacle. I'm so lame, yeah. I don't know.
It kind of rhymes a little bit.
I'm putting it out to the universe.
Not I wouldn't say rhymes, but like I like the sound.
Sounds good.
Even I don't agree with it, but I like the sound of it. It sounds jokes.
Just like
it
the
sounds jokes,
just,
yo. It sounds jokes.
It sounded jokes when you said I get my dream car in September, and lo and behold, I got my dream car that year, yo. Actually, no. You said the next month in April.
I said 2 months. It was in April.
March. March, April,
and
March,
then
April.
I said by June, before June or something.
Yeah, no, because we were looking at cars. Because it was during COVID. We were driving around looking at car dealerships, and then you said, and I was like, oh, maybe in September I'll get one, and you're like, no, we're gonna do it. You're gonna do it before June. You got the car in May, so I'm putting it out in the universe show. James Rizz from McCall, yo. Shit. Good shit. You're not gonna get any advice from me about how to get a girl because it won't make sense, but.
One day, you gotta spill the beans.
There's no beans, yo.
With you and Taylor, yo. They don't know how you guys got together, yo.
Well, you know what? We're gonna wait till Taylor's on the podcast and we'll go into that story.
Yeah, then that way it's like not one-sided.
Exactly.
She can be like, no, you didn't.
Fuck you. You were weird, yo.
You didn't have that kind of Rizz, yo.
Oh man. Yeah, no, we'll wait till Taylor's on the podcast. It'll be more fun that way. So until that episode, we're gonna ask ChatGPT about how to
how to win a person's heart, yo.
Wait. Oh my god.
Dang,
Wait, can I read? I'm gonna read this,
yeah, read it.
Oh my god,
Okay, how many points does he?
if they give us 10 again, yo.
10's a nice number.
I think they're gonna give us 10. It's always 10.
Maybe they're just going by pattern because we've been asking about 10s. Oh, 5. That's solid.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait. Okay. I'm going to read the beginning and ending prompts, and then we'll go through the points. So, winning someone's heart is a complex process that involves various factors such as mutual attraction, compatibility, shared values, and trust. While there is no guaranteed formula for winning someone's heart, there are some tips that may help. Before I go through the points, I'm going to read the ending prompt too. Actually, no, I'll just go through the points. Fuck it. I'll read over it, and then I'll read over all 5, go through the ending prompts, then we'll talk about it. So, first one is show genuine interest. Take the time to get to know the person and show a sincere interest in their life, goals, and dreams. Listen actively, ask questions, and respond thoughtfully. Number 2, be kind and compassionate. Show empathy and understanding towards the person's feelings and needs. Be supportive and encouraging when they face challenges or difficulties. Numero 3, communicate effectively. Be open, honest, and respectful in your communication. Avoid being judgmental or defensive, and try to find common ground. Number 4, demonstrate reliability. Be consistent and dependable in your actions and words. Follow through on your commitments and be there for the person when they need you. Number 5, be yourself. Don't try to be someone you're not or pretend to like things you don't. Be authentic and let the person see the real you. Ending prompt. Remember, winning someone's heart takes time and effort, and there are no guarantees. Focus on building a genuine connection based on mutual respect, trust, and compatibility, and let things unfold naturally. AI spitting bars, yo.
Yo, AI kind of got the Rizz, yo.
ChatGPT, where you... Oh, shit.
Chat Rizz BT, yo.
They could just call this Rizz GPT, yo. Shit.
Yo, they said they don't know Rizz. They got the Rizz, yo.
Fucking, yo, this is a lie, yo. The how to have Rizz, yo. Fuck you. This is Rizz, right? This is the real Rizz, yo.
That's someone I would have a relationship with.
Absolutely. Anything you... I don't disagree with anything on this list. That's like, it's so... I like too. It's not too specific. It's very general, so it covers a lot. But it's like fucking like undeniable. Like how can you fuck with like showing genuine interest? There's not. You can't. Like that's just. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I think like one thing to note for sure like from your perspective, going into a pursuit of someone's heart, as they would say, is to realize, try not to fool yourself with like what your intentions are for sure. Like if you're in it for just like short-term fun, then be clear with that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like I'm not saying that you have to put that up front. That's kind of weird if you just like, hey, I'm looking to just have some fun.
Yeah, and that's it.
I'm like, that might work. I don't know, but I'm just saying, like,
at the very least, just try not don't say something that you're not about.
Yeah, like, or don't say like, oh, I'm looking for a long-term relationship when you know for a fact you're not.
Like,
you know, like it all depends on like what you're looking for romantically.
Absolutely.
Because like a lot of people, like even if you're trying to like, it's pretty toxic if you're trying to manipulate the person by letting them think, putting on like a facade of like, I'm in it for real,
reeling them in, putting in your closet, and then trying to change them into something that they're not.
You get what you want, you sleep with them, and then you're out after a couple of weeks or something. Don't be that person.
No.
Unless you've seen each other like once or twice, and you make it clear like, hey, I'm not looking for anything serious. I just wanted to be clear and honest with you and see what you're looking for, because I don't want to lead you on if you're looking for something serious and I'm not. Or like even vice versa, like, oh, I'm looking for something serious, and like I just wanted to know if you're looking for the same thing. If you're not, then like,
just let me know.
Yeah,
that will be on our
like
way.
Yeah, like don't waste someone's time. Yeah, like respect someone's time.
Absolutely.
I think was that one of them?
I feel like there's some
respectful communication. Okay.
Well, this is respect over here. Yeah, of course. Yeah, James not here being ChatGPT right now. He's added 0.6 here with respect.
The word respect is in there.
We'll type in the number 6, yeah.
Yeah, I think like showing genuine interest, like it's interesting because like you don't want to be like you want to get to know a person, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you don't want to just like what's the word? You don't want to just like it's good to like hype someone up and like be interested in what they're interested in.
But if you're like lying to do that, then it's just like,
if you're doing too much, you're doing too much, you know?
It's just like, dude, if people can see if you're like not actually into it, and you're just better off like not trying to pretend instead of like, what was my point? Yeah, you're better off just not trying to pretend, because it's just not because like trying to pretend, it's almost just like, oh, you don't actually mean that, and then you kind of make the other person feel like you're like, what's it called? You make the other person feel bad, because they feel like they made you do something that you don't want to do, which is just a loss at for both sides, because so just being genuine, like being honest, like, you know, your partner doesn't have to like everything you're about. That's okay. That's fine. You can be different.
I think that kind of like ties into like the fifth point about like being yourself and like not trying to be someone you're not.
Oh, absolutely.
Because like if you're going way out of your way, you're doing way too much to like be so intertwined into their life and like what they're interested in, that you neglect a lot of the things that you're interested in your dreams, your aspirations, things you like or dislike. Then you kind of like lose yourself in the process, all just for them, right?
Yeah, and once you've lost yourself, that's just like nothing's gonna feel right. Nothing's gonna make you happy, because you, like, when you lose yourself, you lose like you don't even know what makes you happy anymore, and when you don't know what makes you happy anymore, then chances are you're just not gonna be happy. You know, and it's just like, oh, remember too, like, like, you want to make the person fall in love with who you are. You're not trying to like fill in the gaps, like, you know, like when you pour water into like a cup and try to fill it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not trying to do that. You're supposed to be like a it's like a puzzle pieces.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to like fit in, you know, and you know you're not always gonna fit in the like you're not gonna fit every single piece, but you'll find your piece here.
Yeah.
You gotta stay the puzzle piece.
Yeah, like if they wanted to like see a reflection of themselves, they just look in the mirror, right?
Yeah.
They don't like. I'm not saying everybody. Some people are kind of narcissistic like that.
Yeah.
But like, I'd imagine that most people who want to get into a relationship and do life together, like want to have like individuality.
Yeah.
Have like shared common things as well.
Yeah.
That they can bond over, but also have their differences that are also equally supported and they feel are valued. Like for me, like someone, if I'm like looking for someone who's thoughtful, like open-minded, but also doesn't have to like anime or like Star Wars, but then like respects and like hears me out when I have like something exciting like that I've watched or like played or whatever.
Acknowledges at the very least. That's honestly like that's enough, man.
Yeah.
Like Taylor knows I love doing the podcast. Like she doesn't have to do her own podcast to make me feel like I'm validated. But, you know, she likes what I like. She sees my passion in doing this, and she acknowledges it, supports it how she can, and like up to like I don't be like, oh, you have to watch a podcast. But it's just like, you know, podcast is up. You want to listen to it? It's here. There you go.
Yeah.
So
yeah. At the same time, it's like you don't want to like make someone like if you're making someone feel bad of like not partaking into your own like interests or whatever.
That's like,
so oh, you don't
shitty,
care about me because like you don't like you don't want to eat what I'm eating or you don't want to watch what I'm watching. Then it's like kind of like that's almost an insecurity thing, right?
Yeah.
It's like just because they're not sharing every single aspect with you, they're not even your dog won't be paying attention just because they're beside you, right?
No.
I'm like that's kind of like too clingy or like I don't know.
It's
like that can go too far.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. Like I feel like that's like a careful. You got to be careful with that too. Like even you yourself. I'm not saying just for your partner. Like as if like you going into it can do no wrong. Because we all can do wrong.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Just gotta sometimes get your head out of your ass or get your head out of their ass. Just have some individuality, but also don't be insecure about
yourself.
Yeah, about yourself. And distance, boundaries.
Exactly.
Respect it all, you know.
You don't want to suffocate the other person. And
it's kind of a turn off. I feel like for some people it could be a turn off too.
Be a yes man.
Yeah, you're being a yes man. You're being like too overbearing and too accommodating for the other person.
Yeah, it's just like it doesn't. No, it's so like coming from like a certified yes man, like it's not good for anyone. It's just like like I'm definitely doing to be a yes man. You definitely have to do things that you like don't want to do, and like don't really feel like doing, but do it so you can get the yes. You know, and then the other person's gonna see that and it's gonna like again they're gonna feel bad because they feel like they put you in that position to do something you don't want to do.
Yeah,
and like they feel like they're taking up your time, your effort, and for what? For no one to get anything out of it. Because like they're not getting anything out of it. They don't need you to do anything for them.
Yeah.
And then for yourself, it's just like this time and effort that could have been used towards something that you want to do or you feel like doing, then it's used for something you don't want to do, and it's just like that's so detrimental to like your mental health because then you get miserable, you start resenting people, and you take it out on yourself or other people.
Yeah.
It's just like this downward spiral.
Yeah, and even like on the opposite end of that,
Mm.
for like me coming from a fellow certified yes man. Say if like the person you're, whether it's like a romantic relationship or just like a friendship,
Yeah.
you do all of these things to accommodate for the other person, and they just take it. They're just take. Whereas like you lose a sense of a huge sense of yourself and a huge sense of like your own individuality
Yeah.
and personal freedom, in the sense that like oh, I have to cater to this person so much so that like they
sacrifice yourself.
Yeah.
And then they just like
they don't care. Like
yeah, because
like,
it's like they don't have to put any effort in to get anything they want, so it's not meaningful.
yeah, they
There's
know
no-
that you're there.
Yeah.
So like that too can be like harmful for you, even if the person is so far, their head is so far up their ass
Yeah.
that they can't recognize that they're doing that to you, or that they're just taking and not reciprocating the same sense of like, oh, you're not just someone who is at my beck and call, right?
Disposal. Yeah.
You're not just someone who's like a side embodiment of my own interests and dreams and aspirations, you know? And like it's in that case, it's kind of interesting to see if you like let back a little bit, kind of like build up your own personal boundaries,
Yeah.
and
See
see
where they're
where
at.
that goes,
Yeah.
right? So that's kind of interesting to kind of like not like counter your point, but kind of add an extra point there,
Like an
of,
extra
like,
perspective, like another point of view, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
of like why doing too much is
Too much.
too much,
Yeah.
and mostly to your own detriment.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Again, remember I kind of said, we're, I don't know if this was one of your points, but like basically we're responsible about like our own happiness, our own mental health and everything.
Yeah.
So
Once you put that pressure on someone else, it's a losing game, bro.
yeah, like regardless of whether they follow through or not, like it's like it should have been all up to you in the first place.
I'm not saying to be like selfish and
No.
like unthoughtful, but like just be conscious of,
Yeah, aware.
yeah. Are you doing too much? Let us know in the comments below.
Let's hear it, yo. Let's hear this shit.
It's like, damn, I was doing too much. I thought about my relationship. I think I was doing too much.
Sorry, just checking if we're still recording. Yeah.
Were we still recording?
Yeah, we are.
Alright,
If I can't see it, I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Be kind and compassionate. Yeah, exactly. Being supportive and encouraging when
Yeah.
they face challenges and difficulties. That's kind of like piggybacks off of the first point.
Yeah, it's just like same concept, just like with the wins, also for the highs and for the lows.
Mhm.
Same thing applies all around. Just like, you gotta like, fuck, I can't think right now.
Like you know your partner enough that you know their wants, their needs, and you're there whether things are going good, whether things are going bad. You're there to listen, help if help is asked or needed, and be thoughtful and supportive no matter what's going on with them. And that's not to say that you're like I said, you're catering to everything that they need.
No, but it's just like, within your limits and boundaries.
Yeah, you're being
do what you
you're
can.
being present there when
Yeah.
you can,
Exactly.
and making sure that they feel heard, valued, and supported, even if it's like a win or a failure, right?
Yeah. Ups and downs, man.
Big,
You gotta-
small.
Gotta be there all for everything, not just the good or the bad.
hmm It's not just like a Netflix subscription that you can just cancel anytime and like resubscribe. Like, bro,
Just because, yeah.
They're like, oh, there's not any good shows on Netflix right now. I'll just unsubscribe. When I hear something that they release something good, I'll subscribe again. People aren't like subscriptions, you know.
Not bad. Shit, Rizz, did you breathe in that? Holy fuck. Damn.
Effective. Communicate effectively.
Communication's big. I think it's a big one for me because I'm not good at communicating.
Right.
So I've seen like the difference of like what's it called? Like, I feel like communicating is just as much for the other person as it is for you, because I feel like what's it called? Like with the other person, like even just like friendships or just like any situation where you're connected with other people, it's just like at the very least, like they just need to, like, the other side just needs to understand what's going on, or at the very least know what's going on, so they can acknowledge it. Not to say that they have to do anything about whatever you communicate to it, but like at the very least give them that chance to like know what's up, and then they can make a decision based off of like the available knowledge. Because I feel like so many, like, someone told me this thing where it's just like most problems can be solved with one uncomfortable conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's hard to have those kinds of conversations, right?
Horrible, like hard.
I'm bad at those.
I'm horrible at those.
Like, I like to just mediate and like avoid the problem sometimes, just to keep peace.
Yeah, I like finding just like, oh, I can just figure it out myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't have to get involved.
Yeah.
Like, prime example, I tried to quit twice from my current job right now because there are things that I wanted that I wasn't getting. But and then like it was like literally it was just like my boss, like, he just was just like, dude, you just have to talk to me, man. And I was just like, you're right. And I got what I wanted. Like,
get that bag, queen.
But it was just like, did I need to put everyone through all that stress? No. I just had to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just had to talk, communicate. And it was just,
It takes a lot of courage to like have those kinds of hard conversations.
For sure. Not to say that it's easy. It's fucking hard.
Yeah.
I thought quitting my job was easier. That's how hard the conversation was going to be. So.
And not to mention, it's like, you also have to gauge the other person in your own head.
That's also true.
Be like, oh, if this issue is something that even they can't come to terms with or like recognize that what they bring to the problem,
then that's kind of tough too.
Yeah, it's like, what kind of conversation would be even helpful at that point, right?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Like, that's one that I struggle with, because like some people that like, whether I have issues with or I feel hurt or undervalued by, I know for a lot of evidence based off of like past experiences that it wouldn't be that fruitful of a conversation without like it being manipulated by the other end, like some people might think, oh, I could do no wrong, and like whether that's that goes for romantic or just familial or friendships, right?
Yeah.
I think that's an important point too, right? Like, choose your battles. Like, time and love heals all wounds,
Yeah.
And not everybody is meant to be in your life.
That's true.
From beginning to end,
Yeah.
I feel like there's like a big thing. There's like a big point that's being made, like, culturally, in some areas. I'm not saying everybody, on like loyalty. But I'm like, whether it's like blood or whatever, it's like, if you're not, I'm not saying that everybody in life has to bring like value, but like, if you're not, if you don't have like something in common with someone, you don't have like a connection with them, there's no reciprocation or like they're not meeting you at the same level that you're meeting them at,
then that's not something that you should maintain.
it's not worth your energy if they're
No.
not, if they don't value at like a similar level,
Oh, for sure.
right?
Absolutely. And it's just like, again, we only have a finite amount of energy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, we shouldn't be acting like we could just, we can put all the effort into everything and it'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bad for that.
Mm-hmm.
I know someone's gonna see me say that, and then like they were gonna see me say the finite energy part, and then someone that knows me is gonna go, "You fucker, you put 100% into everything." I do. I'm guilty, but I'm
Guilty.
What's the thing? Caught red-handed. But yeah, no, it's just that you have like I'm only starting to realize this now at the age of fucking 23, and it's just like I have a finite amount of energy. I gotta like fucking like really focus on like where that's going, and am I getting like the most value for my energy. You know how you get like everyone's all about getting the most bang for your buck, right? Yeah, of course. You want like you want to make the most of what you have, and same thing for energy. That shit, like, you only have a little bit of it. It's limited, so obviously you want to like get the most out of what you put out, because you deserve that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so does everyone
it's like
else.
not to say that like what you give should be received in the exact same way immediately, like because like that would be like it's not everything is like transactional, right?
No, but it's just like at the same time I feel like when you emphasize the value of like how important your energy going out is, it just makes that more valuable to you and the other person.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, I could throw effort if I'm acting like I have infinite amount of energy and I'm just throwing effort at everyone. Like, does that really mean anything?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I'm thinking it that way, but like regardless of the case, like if I don't have, like even if like with the fact that I don't have an infinite amount of energy, like thinking that way is just like it just seems like that effort is like less valuable in a way.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, not to say that things should be like strictly transactional. It's just like putting more meaning behind what you put out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like those hand motions, yo.
Yeah.
That felt good, yo. Wave of the water, yo.
Yeah.
Airbender, yo.
Just moving out the negative chi out of your system.
Yeah,
yo.
yo. Just so you know, like this, yo.
Yeah.
You too full.
You just gotta scoop out the extra stuff that you don't need, you know?
Yeah. I always think of A+ sushi when you do this, yo. It only happens at A+. Yo. I want sushi now.
Yeah, fuck, I want sushi. You know, one thing I thought about it, like with that point, they say avoid being judgmental or defensive and try to find common ground. I feel like that's like a huge thing for people to understand when facing an argument with whoever it is, trying to get out of the emotions. Like also one point, like if you're having an argument, it's been kind of new to me, or like I haven't necessarily had to use this, but like one point that I heard from this therapist on TikTok was like, hey, I know we're at an emotional high right now, we're in the middle of our argument, but can we shelf this for later? Like shelving arguments or like discussion points, and not to like avoid it, but like
just to be in a better headspace.
Because like if you engage into something always at that moment and try to solve it at those emotional states,
fire,
you're gonna say things you don't mean, and not consider how the other person's feeling, right?
Oh, for sure.
So like that's one thing that's kind of new for me that I haven't necessarily had to use, but shelve things if you need to.
Yeah, man.
As long as they understand it. If they can't, just like, you gotta give you your space. Like clearly that wouldn't have been productive if you guys engaged
went
in
in
that
full force, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing, trying to get outside of yourself in like those kinds of in arguments, because like you might think you're right and you might be right, but then trying to understand that like the other person isn't dumb for not being right, or if they are right, not thinking that they're dumb anyways.
Yeah. At the very least, like, understanding like there was a reason why they had whatever opinion they had.
Yeah.
There's a reason why they thought they're thinking the way they're thinking right now. So at least giving them that, because I feel like when you're in your ass, too far up your ass, you're just like, no, I'm right. Like, this is facts. But it's just like, okay, you know, maybe, but it's just like, yeah, but the other person thought the other thing for some reason. So at least like fucking, because I feel like people will just like forget like, I'm right. That's it.
Yeah.
They won't even think about like, oh, but why? But why did they think like that? Why did the other person think this? Why?
Yeah.
Like, what's that reason? Let's get to it. Instead of just writing the entire thing off and be like, well, fuck you, you're stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get your head out of your ass, because you might be seeing and hearing only shit.
Damn. Yo, where's my lozenges, man? Hold on. I'm gonna save James.
I have a scratchy throat, yo. I finished all my water already.
Shit. I
Um,
don't know where my lozenges are. In my
what's
bag.
that? Also, in terms of like the arguments kind of thing, trying to like finding common ground is also important in the fact of like trying to see where what the objective of the other person is, and what the objective of what your objective was in what you're trying to get across. Like, you guys might want the same thing but are getting to that point in different ways. It's like, oh, I ultimately want what's best for you, and you might want best for me, and for the best of both of us.
Yeah.
So like, let's understand that we don't want to do each other harm. Well, of course, if that's the opposite and we're trying to
Do you harm?
do harm, that's a different story.
Then you gotta you gotta go
Emotionally,
from there.
physically, just like.
Yeah. Then that's
A whole nother
That's
thing.
a whole other thing.
But we're trying to solve arguments, right?
Yes.
In this point.
Yeah. Solve arguments. You're not trying to prove that you're right.
Mm-hmm.
You're just trying to, what's it called? Navigate a situation.
Mm-hmm. Trying to navigate life, together.
Amen.
Demonstrate reliability.
I've been working on this for myself, especially with me and Tay, because a small example. Me being Filipino, apparently I think it's okay to be late. It's not, but like, I let things slide, and it's just like I'll be like, something as small as I'll be here at 6. I show up at like 6:10, and it's just like, kind of like it's just like, oh, his word or my word is not like, what's it called? It kind of puts like less meaning or less trust behind my word. Like, I say something,
Right.
but something else happens.
Right.
So, and it's just tough because like, when you're like, when you do have a connection with anyone, regardless, like family, friends, relationship, it's just like, you're gonna be in situations where it's just like the other side has to trust what you say.
Yeah.
And then if you kind of put the expectation of like, oh, they say something but it's not always going to be the way they say, then that's tough, because sometimes that's all they have to rely on.
Right.
So then that's why it's so important to kind of like have that consistency and that reliability. And like, when you do fall short, that's when like the being able to communicate effectively comes in, where it's just like, hey, this is what happened, this is why, and this is what's gonna happen. So then at least there's this understanding, and wow, I kind of mix the two into yeah, but yeah, that's just a small example.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, like it goes way deeper than like, showing up 10 minutes late because I'm fucking Filipino.
Right.
But it'll see, like, like, even just like seeing that small thing, it's just like, oh, if it's happening with something that small, imagine something with something like bigger, something more
Yeah.
meaningful, like what's it called? Like saying, what's it called? I don't know, like with other promises that you'd make.
Yeah, say like your person, whether you're in a relationship, like they have an important like hobby and they're like gonna have a performance or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like you say you're gonna show up, you don't make it a point to, you say yes, you don't make it a point to plan for it, or you forget about it because you didn't, to you it didn't seem as big of a deal.
Yeah.
And you miss it or you're late.
Mm-hmm.
Like something even that's like a little bit bigger like that would mean a lot to the person for you being late or missing it entirely, right?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
And I don't know, I feel like a lot of people think like, oh yeah, like depending on the relationship, there might not be as much pressure to be so strict about like making those certain commitments. It's not like it's like work or something, but like at the same time, it's like I heard it said, and I agree with it, that people will make time for the things that really matter. And like it's kind of tough to hear, and like sometimes people just really do forget with everything that's going on in their lives. But a majority of the time, if someone doesn't make the time for you, they didn't care that much in the first place.
No. Absolutely.
Unless that's like communicated, like, oh well, put this time aside, or whatever. Or like maybe the state of your relationship with that person is kind of like, oh yeah, we don't have to see each other that often to know that you're committed to this friendship, this relationship, this family bond or whatever,
exactly.
Right? So I don't know. I feel like that's it. Yeah, any other points for being reliable?
I don't know. I think being able to have that reliability brings like some sort of sense of peace for the other person. Like with our cars, like knowing my car is gonna start every single time I start it, like it's very easy to take for granted until you don't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like when there's that uncertainty, that's just like it's very crippling, you know. It's just like, oh, like I gotta, like I'm not sure if my car's gonna start, so I gotta like I can't put too much pressure on my car, so I gotta rely more on other things than my car, like the bus or me biking to wherever I need to go or walking to wherever I need to go,
right?
And not having like not being able to put my car to its most, like to use my car to its fullest potential because of the fact that it's not reliable, type of thing, you know. Because like if you can't even trust it to start, you can't even trust it to, like, you know, take you across the city or carry all your shit where you need to go.
Right.
It's funny I'm talking of reliability and I drive a fucking Subaru, but yeah, yeah. But I know it's that like sense of peace is like one, very easily overlooked, and two, like makes all the difference, like in terms of like peace of mind, potential, like, and like how like you kind of plan around that specific thing that is or isn't reliable.
Right.
Yeah. So. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Even like going back to like the idea of Rizz, if you say it and you can't back it up, then you don't got it. You don't got the Rizz. Same thing here. Like if you say you're reliable, but you're not backing it up, then you're not a reliable person. And like most of the time, you just if you really are that person, you really do got that Rizz, it'll show. If you really are reliable, it'll show.
Yeah.
Maybe not right away, but in time, it'll show.
Yeah. If you're about it. Spoken from James Rizz Ramacall, yo.
And lastly, be yourself. I feel like we kind of covered that in like the first.
A little bit like going into the points, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's all that matters, man.
Yeah.
Like again, like that person, what's it called? That person isn't falling in love with what they, what's it called, with themselves, basically. Because like being a yes man, you're basically just doing all the stuff that the other person wants.
Yeah.
But that person's falling in love with like who you are.
Yeah.
Your character, your personality, like who you are, not what you could do for the other person.
Yeah.
So
it's like if you're trying to fit a mold that you think that the other person will accept,
yeah,
then maybe that's not like a relationship that I would want to personally get into.
No.
And if they don't like who you are, and or like without you trying to cater to everything for them, that's like, I don't care how hot you are or like how successful you can be, like, or whatever.
If it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work, yo.
Yeah, like
I'm not gonna fucking be a yes man for your approval, yo. Like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Like, yeah, sure, maybe you have the means to, but your soul will never, ever, like, be able to keep up with that. You're like, your soul will break.
Yeah.
It will. Like, you can have all the money in the world, you can have all the means to say yes to every single want that they have to ensure that there's no like sense of like adversity in the other person's life.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, like money, time, whatever. But if it's like if you're not what the other person wants, it's still a no, yo. Despite you checking off all the yeses, yo. Your soul will break. If I'm gonna leave you with anything from this podcast, yo, your soul will break despite you being the best yes man there is. That's it.
You're not you, yo. You're in a prison of your own making at that point, bro.
Damn.
However, if you are Dua Lipa, I'll do anything for you.
You'll be in Dua Lipa's prison.
Anyways, how long have we been going for, yo?
An hour.
An hour?
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's end off let's do a prompt with something a little jokes. What do you got for me, James? What would be funny to search up? Should I just ask for something funny?
Yeah, tell me
something funny.
Tell me something funny. I wouldn't say tell me a joke because like they might give like some corny ass shit. Or like make me laugh. Oh. Huh?
ChatGPT, man, we're hyping you up to some.
What the heck?
Is it because I need to upgrade to Plus, yo?
Oh, did you have enough like free prompts or something?
I don't know. Oh, there's demand. Available when demand is low. $20 a month for ChatGPT. Shit.
Dang, I guess we used all of our freebies, I guess.
It's in demand. How? Shit. Hates me.
Click one of those things. Ah. Maybe it is true.
This is kind of sad.
Maybe it is true.
Fuck. What if I?
No, I still kept it.
Okay. What if I delete this one
Yes.
and then even do chat? Then
Tell me something funny.
fuck.
Oh,
Maybe max is 5.
I guess so.
Shit. Sure, here's a funny joke for you. Why did the tomato turn red?
Why?
Because it's all the salad dressing. I have a better one.
That's so stupid. He got me, yo. He got me. He got me.
I asked ChatGPT how to make someone laugh, but there's I don't want to go through this.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
we're just gonna leave it off at
Wait, go back real quick. Oh, I guess. Using humor in everyday situations, be playful, lighthearted, tell a joke, use funny gestures or facial expressions, share a funny video or meme. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
well. On that bombshell that the tomato saw the salad dressing, we're gonna blast off now. Until the next episode.
Bro, why did the tomato turn red? Because it saw that salad dressing. Bro,
Fucking pervert.
bro. The fucking tomatoes, yo.
Tomatoes, man.
Why were you peeking, bro?
Yeah, yeah. Peeking Tom, yo.
Peeking Tom.
Peeking Tom. Peeking
Peeping Tom.
Huh?
Is it peeping or
Peeping?
peeking?
Well, comment below if it's peeping or peeking. And on that, blasting off now. Till the next episode. That is James.
Mm-hmm. And that is Jesse.
And we're Team Rocket.
That's right.
All right. That was kind of a cool outro.